Hi guys, I am back again. So, being an unemployed millionaire, I'm going to give you my 10 tips on how to make money. Number one, and which in of course my case is very true, was invest early. Now this is more related to perhaps younger people, but I still feel it's an important tip, an important way to look at things. I think it's important to invest. Now, investment in my eyes, and this is my own personal opinion, can be a lot of different things. Now, it doesn't have to be stocks, doesn't have to be shares, doesn't have to be in businesses. You can invest in basically anything you want. And there are a lot of people that do. A lot of people might say this is collecting. But in my views, if you're a young person, you might not have a lot of money, but you might have a passion. You might know something. So you can put some of your savings, some of your earnings into something that is important for you, that you see a value in, that there might be a value in the future. Some people might say put money in a savings account. I agree, you can do, but I know people that collect watches. I love watches personally. So at a young age, you might be able to start making a collection of reasonable, cheap watches. But you, over the years, you can apply a huge collection of these watches. People make money on collecting shoes. It's a form of investment. I really don't think I think when you hear about investing, a lot of people just think shares, companies, money. Well, of course, it's money. But that's a very important part, that you can find things you can invest in that are not just those kind of things. Property, land, whatever it is. I've even heard of people now investing in metaverse, and I have no idea what it even is. I don't even know why it came into my brain, but young people will find money everywhere. And there is money everywhere. Money is energy. So, I just think from my advice is to start early in whatever capacity you can, because it's important to get into routines about investing, saving. It is all a part of being good with money and whatever it is. But most important is just getting into a habit of doing it. Even though you put as little as a centimo, 1 cent, whatever currency you are in, if you just pick up some money that you find on the side of the street, put it in the jar. That's investment. It's investing. You're just taking the money. Okay, some people might argue with me that that's a savings, but if you don't have anything, take what you can. Take what you find. Make money from anything. Countries get money from picking up plastic bottles. Where I come from in Norway, there are a lot of people that pick up other people's trash and they make money. Save some of that money so you can buy something that you want to invest in at a later stage. So I think that is a very large part of, just getting started. Start in the beginning. It is a very, very important thing. Just start. That is the most important. And then you will automatically get used to doing this. And then the more money you have, the better it will be. The more knowledge you will have, the more successful it will be over time. Now, another thing is, of course, the diversity of your income streams. This is something I am doing now. And I'm 52. So it's never too late to learn. And I have had a lot of bad things happen to me, both personally, but also financially, as I've talked about in my earlier videos. So for me, now I have a certain amount of money in the bank. I have a certain amount of money in property. I have a certain amount of money in my passion, which are my cars. I have a certain amount of money in an investment portfolio. And there's some of these things cost money and some of them make me money. But my new strategy now is, being an unemployed person, is to give myself work. For a lot of you, some people are probably scratching their head and everything else. Does he need to work? Yes and no is the answer to that. But I have got the passion back in life because of a lot of the small changes I've done, a lot of the new things I've done. So I'm not embarrassed to tell my friends that I'm going back to work. Now, finding exactly what I want to do is going to be difficult, but that's what it is. So my new income stream is going to be work. Literally just working and making money. I already have savings. I already have property. I already have some crazy things that I love. And I also have investments in other companies, which are not mine. There's a sense of, yes, I am an investor, but I don't run them. I don't go to work. So another income stream for me is literally just working. Normal good old-fashioned hard work. I think that is a good thing. But always, if you can get the more multiple income streams you can, even though they might be small, if it's a small income stream, take the money and put it into a savings account. Put it into some sort of fund. Put it into one of your hobbies. Use it, buy an old car that could be valuable one day, and then restore it. And then say, okay, this money that comes from here, this is what I'm going to use to rebuild my car. Whatever it might be. Number 3 would be taking calculated risks. Now, I am a risk taker, personally. And that is why my wealth has gone up and down and done circles and hoops and loops and everything else. So my advice is to take calculated risks. I think that it's important to understand that risk is always going to be there. Nothing is risk-free. And never take a risk that you can't afford, is my advice. I think it's very important to understand your own limitations and also what you can and cannot afford to lose, and how big a risk is it. Even though the reward might be big, can you actually risk what you are doing? So calculate your risks is an important one. Do number 4 again. Leverage networking. Build strong relationships with people that can help you and advise you in a career. That is a very simple thing for you to do. It's not a simple thing to do, but it's a simple thing that you should be doing. It's good advice. Trying to have people around you that you can leverage and use. And also remember one big thing. It's very nice to get something back. So if you're taking something from someone, give back to someone. I'm not talking about money, but maybe if someone has given you a hint or a tip or something in your network that makes you money, tell them about it. Be thankful about it. Give them a bottle of wine. Take them for a dinner, whatever it might be. Now, don't forget, we're not always talking about millions and millions and millions here. It could be a tip that someone gave you in your network that saved you money. Well, spend a little bit of money on that person back, because then that person the next time is willing to share more information, other tips, maybe open themselves up more, giving you a larger span of network. It's just an important tip. Don't forget to give as much as you take. I think that is a very, very important part of that. And that is definitely in your network of people around you. Don't be the one that always takes. Give back as well. Help the others. The stronger your team around you gets in the form of employees, workmates, wherever, if chat groups for that matter, try and give back. It's really important. Now it brings me to my point number 5. Continual learning and self-improvement. Now for me, at the age of 52, and I keep on saying my age because I think it's important for the younger viewers to understand that a lot of my peers will be laughing about me, and so will yours. But if you're young, you're a viewer, I don't know, 18, 19, 20, whatever age you might be, and you're starting out in a career or you're looking for inspiration from people on the internet, I think it's really important to realize that you're always going to be learning. You don't always know. There's always someone that's out there that knows more than you, that knows better than you. And if you are that lucky one person that is the best, then congratulations from me to you. But I've still yet to find that person in my personal life. So I think it's really, really, really important to always invest in yourself. Now, investing in yourself for me was getting out of the rut and looking at myself in the mirror in the morning after I've given my wife a kiss good morning, and when I'm brushing my teeth and whatever, is to really build a new me. And the new me is changing, and I am doing lots of things that I haven't done before. I mentioned in an earlier video, reading. Well, writing, not so much. My dyslexia is still holding me back, but not anymore. I have to do things that is good for me. And so I surround myself with people that can help me. Someone that can help me with reading, someone that can help me with writing, whatever it might be, or just taking a course, or just reading more, or writing more, whatever it might be. You might not be able to afford to help get someone to do that. So remember, investing in yourself, and one of the best things I have done for myself is my health. I think it's the most